she was like, okay. And like you said, had to talk to the great I am about it, and which is truly understandable. Before we do anything else, we have to make sure that we make sure that we're moving in the right direction. But for my vision going forward, we Oscars, we getting NAACPs for that. We gonna be the first podcast to get any accolades. We going to the top, Mr. Snow. We're going to the absolute tip top with it, and I'm excited. We're very, very excited because, like I always say, it's only getting better.
And I'm glad you shared that, and I'm glad you walked through, to a degree, your dreams have kind of really been amplified, for lack of a better term. With Miss CeCe, you guys have covered a lot since June. What would you say are some of the key areas, that you've covered, and what are some areas you're looking at expanding into?
Well, currently, I guess you could pretty much sum it all up to, we are really actually focused on more of delivering information that's definitely empowering to individuals. There's so much negative, information out there now, to where that we're covering currently are, of course, stories about, like yourself,
Thanks.
I like to call him Arthur Andrew, bringing aboard individuals who have a story to share with our listening audience, and we love to have, like I said, authors. We're looking for more to bring aboard, as well as Black business owners. We believe in supporting B1, first. So therefore, right now, we're really focused in on bringing more of that kind of content aboard to our podcast, because like I said, there's so much negativity. We want to bring the positive to the forefront, and with my skills also that I have in life coaching as well as counseling, bringing a little bit more of that to the table, basically about different subject matters that might come about. We cover current events, but we also like to go a little bit from that, because it's so much of that out there now. We like to be a little bit different and bring our listeners and our viewers something that they can leave with. We call it the 3 E's. We like to educate, empower, as well as entertain. And with those 3 E's, we feel like our podcast is only going to, like Big Boss says, only going to get bigger and better. So we were just talking with the other guest a moment ago and sharing with her that we'd love to have her come aboard the podcast and share all of her information.
Yes,
so we're good. We're good about, networking and bringing more of the good things to the table, first, foremost for the African-American community and, for just anyone in general, but foremost, B1. I just have to strictly say that.
Come on. It's the truth.
Big Boss, and you've kind of talked about it earlier when you reached out to your aunt to get on board. What does collaboration mean to you? Now, I know you can speak to it through the lens of working with a family member, but like you said earlier, you have bigger things in mind. So describe to our viewers, what does collaboration mean to you?
It's very, very, very imperative to start at my foundation. This lady right here, she will, now nephew, she'll try to tell me things that I'm doing wrong all the time, and then she'll just make sure that I'm always having my best foot forward. And just like a coach, their best player with the coach, that's exactly what she's doing to me. And she's always pushed me in the right direction. And she's always, like you said, always making sure that we're working together. We're always on the same page. But in general, love working with new people, love expanding, sharing ideas. Just like Auntie said, we're going to have Miss Lewis on the show. That's collaboration within itself, sharing the platform with Black people, like she said, for the forefront, sharing the platform with them, then yeah, it's very, very, very important. And it'll go far. It'll go far because it's network.
And I'm glad that you spoke to that, because it's, when you throw that word out there, it means different things. But we already see it because it's family. You're really, and I'll say this, complimenting each other. Y'all, how you do it, y'all really do like a seamless job. Let me ask you this. For CeCe, what would you say has been the most rewarding piece about doing this podcast series that you're doing?
Working with my nephew.
Oh, bless you.
That is truly very, very rewarding for me. It is unique, first off, to even have a nephew, niece, you know what I mean? But nephew, to even have an interest in this, I'm the mother of three, very proud mother of three kids, and I could not get them aboard to do this. They were like, nah, they're in their own world. But to have my nephew, come aboard and say, Auntie, let's do this together and, make it different, make it unique. I believe currently, if I'm not mistaken, we might be the only niece and nephew duo that has a podcast out there, on the airwaves currently, so we hope that there's more. But once again, the most rewarding part is to be able to work with a family member as close as my nephew. This is my brother's son. So how much closer can you get? You know what I mean? And so that is truly very, very rewarding for me.